Just when you thought you had mastered Explorers of Navoria, the Forgotten Lands expansion changes the game. With new card types, asymmetric player powers, and even a solo campaign, this expansion adds deeper strategy and fresh challenges. But is it a must-have or too much? Let's explore and find out. Forgotten Lands is the first expansion to Explorers of Navoria. The base game combines card drafting and tableau building based on chips drawn from a bag, with worker placement in the second phase using the same chips that were drawn in the first. Forgotten Lands adds in a new card type along with a corresponding worker placement area, asymmetric player starting resources, and a skill that can be activated using the new resource, Contracts. There are also new variable rewards for exploring the furthest on the 3 exploration tracks, and additional scoring conditions that will be scored in between each round. Finally, this expansion expands the original player count, 2 to 4 players, to 1 to 5 players. I still just love the mix of card drafting and then using those chosen tokens as workers that can be placed on the board. It is so engaging to me. The added elements of variable player powers, rewards on the exploration tracks, and end-of-round scoring goals for all players really work to make the game feel fresh each time. The addition of the contracts adds a new resource and makes the decision space of which card or action to choose even more agonizing. I love that the expansion adds a solo mode, and I love even more that the solo mode is a mini campaign to work through. Forgotten Lands really has a lot to add to the game, upping the weight a bit. If you felt like Explorers of Navoria was enough for you, you might not want this additional weight. Forgotten Lands has a lot to add to Explorers of Navoria. While this might feel like a little too much for players who already enjoy the base game, I would encourage people who thought the game needed a little extra oomph and decision space to give it a try with Forgotten Lands. As for me, I can definitely see still reaching for Explorers of Navoria base game when we want a nice, relaxing experience on a hectic weeknight. But I'll for sure add in the Forgotten Lands expansion when I'm craving just a little bit more meat from the game. Forgotten Lands takes Explorers of Navoria to the next level, adding more strategy, variety, and even the solo mode. If you love the deeper decision making and more ways to explore, this expansion is a winner. Would you like to hear more about this one? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a full family review or playthrough, and we'll make it happen. And be sure that you're subscribed to Let's Table It so you don't miss any board game reviews, lists, or previews.